this. No pressure. Uh, how's your day?
It is going well. How's your day?
Good, good. Been very busy. We have a couple of big community service projects that, as they usually do, like come out of the woodwork. And we've got a guy that's got one leg below the knee amputated, and now his other foot has been failing all of its wound care treatment. So he's looking at another amputation and doesn't have access to his home. Like, so we need to get a ramp or a lift. And
Mhm.
then the other guy is a triple amputee veteran and was displaced by a fire. So he's been living in a hotel with his wife for 16 months.
I saw that
And
story that you posted.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, and it's all last minute, and he's in dialysis all day. And so it's like trying to figure out when he's going to go get the lease signed so that we can then create the timeline to get all of the items and the furnishings and the labor done. So it's been awesome just to have the opportunity to help him, but definitely a lot of moving parts. But
Oh, for sure.
yeah, all good blessings. But anyway, I wanted to be in touch because I saw your donor box, and I figure, why are we going to wait to get you practicing on your running blade when we could just get you going now, you know?
Love it. Love it.
So we're going to get you the running blade. We're going to have Lasse ship it to you based on the specs that your prosthetist thinks is the most appropriate because of the clearance and the above knee situation. So he's going to, he said he'll talk with you, and then the best line of action, given that you're a new amputee, for your safety is to ship the blade to your prosthetist and have them help you make sure that the setup is the most appropriate and safe for you to get rolling on it as soon as possible.
I'm so excited. I chatted with Lasse this morning. He reached out to me this morning, and we had a nice phone call. So he talked to me a little bit about how the setup would be, and actually he's recommending that my prosthetist build a post,
A quick
and
induction to start, yeah.
yeah, just take the knee out of the equation altogether, which I'm glad he mentioned that because I feel safer that way too. And I know my prosthetist will, because he was a little, I did tell him, where I am in this journey. And he was a little concerned that locking out the knee on the mechanical knee that I have now could it's not really meant to withstand all that circumventing.
Yeah. If you
So
look at the above the knee, like sprinters and people that are in like the Paralympic running, you'll see that they often don't do knees. So
right,
yeah.
right.
So you're in good hands between Lasse helping with guidance, your prosthetist, the funding for the blade. I feel like you've got all the right players on board to be set up for success, and you've got the right mindset going into it, and you know your body, and that's sort of like your profession and your expertise anyway. So you're gonna do so great, and just don't be discouraged because of, like anything new, it's uphill a little bit. It's
Of
totally
course.
different than the way that you've run before you lost your leg. So it's going to be, needing the same type of onboarding as a totally new movement that you're unfamiliar with. But I know that that's old hat for you in your world. So
I'm just super excited to take on the challenge. That I'm one of those people that is happiest when I'm being challenged. So I'm looking
same.
forward to it.
Awesome. If you could say anything to the donors of the program that allow for moments like these to happen, what would you say?
For moments like this to happen, I mean, really just to take charge of your own life. I mean, a lot of what I'm doing is finding out what is my best path forward, and looking for ways to do that. And that's how I found individuals like yourself and organizations like yourself. Is you have to go out and look for it. Things don't just fall into your lap, but if you take the initiative and you look, there are wonderful people out there. There's amazing people that want to help, and that allows you to just foster that community and pay it forward, so you can benefit from that, and then you can also find ways to contribute back and to help other people benefit from it as well. But it starts with you.
I love that. And then if you could give any words to the folks that fund the program, that allow for gifts to be given, and these supports to be made in the community to deserving people like yourself, what would you say to those folks that are giving the 5, the 10, the $100,000?
you know Sometimes I think you mentioned it, Tina. Sometimes we're a little bit invisible. We don't always see these amputees and adaptive athletes out in the community, and it's because we don't always have the resources to get out there and to do the things that we want to do and to do the things that we love to do. So donations like that, that's what helps us be a part of the community and a part of the world that we love to live in. So it's very, very much appreciated. It allows us to be more visible. It allows us to remain true to ourselves and be who we want to be. So all I can say is thank you a million times over, and to please look for opportunities to give and to support and to help individuals, not just like myself, but there's so many adaptive athletes out there.
You're amazing. I cannot wait to watch you and all of the footage that you get, pun intended, to run the half marathon first at Disney World or Land. Which one's first?
Disney World is first,
Okay.
Disneyland is second.
Awesome.
I actually just was interviewed for a podcast where we talked about my running journey and the journey with amputation and this path going forward, learning how to run again in the future and going to those races. So I'll send that link along. It was a fun interview and a good way to just kind of talk through my process that I've been through.
Yeah. And honestly, I've done so many podcasts at this point, and I've listened back to ones in the beginning stages, like where you are. And it's actually a really cathartic process. And when you listen back, it's like this verbal journey of kind of where you were, and it evolves over time. So it's a neat thing for you in charting, your path. But I can't wait to listen to it. And I think it's great timing that you're getting this in time to play with it a bit before you get to the boot camp at ATF, which will then even further springboard you into a successful, trajectory for this whole running season coming up.
Absolutely. Yeah, Les was saying the same thing, that he's excited to get it to me in time for that boot camp so that we can really make the best use of it.
Awesome. Well, I'm so, so grateful that you are trusting us to support you in this, and so appreciative that you're already giving back through the donor box platform, which you can continue to share as much as you want. It's so, so appreciated, because like you said, just in your post that we read, it helps, spread the dollar further. So we're grateful, and awesome. We're so excited to have you on our team and our family, and look forward to connecting with you again soon.
Thank you. I can't express my gratitude enough. So the feeling is mutual. I just think this is a great partnership, and I'm so glad we found each other.
I'm gonna